Hello children, today let us continue the second part of the lesson Vijayanagara Empire. Children, in the last class you have learned who founded Vijayanagara Empire. Who founded Vijayanagara Empire? Hakka and Bukka. The four dynasties ruled Vijayanagara Empire. They are Sangama dynasty, Salva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty and Aravidu dynasty. The famous king of Sangama dynasty is Devaraya II, who is also known as Prouda Devaraya. Krishna Devaraya II is the most famous king of Vijayanagara Empire. After Krishna Devaraya, Aliya Ramaraya came to power and a battle took place between him and Bahamani sultans named Rakasa Tangadi battle. In this battle, Vijayanagara king Aliya Ramaraya was defeated. In today's video, we shall learn about the cultural contributions of Vijayanagara Empire. First, let us see about the administration. Vijayanagara had strong central administration. There were many ministers to help the king. The king was the supreme judiciary. He was giving justice to the people. Land revenue was the main source of income. 1/6 of land revenue was collected. It was the main source of income. Not only that, trade tax, profession tax, road tax, fair tax, export tax and tribute in cash were other sources of income. Social status. During Vijayanagara period, child marriage, sati system and devadasi systems were in practice. Monogamy, having only one wife, was in practice, but rich people and kings were following polygamy. Women were respected in the society. There was great respect for women in the society. They celebrated Deepavali and Dasara festivals. Dasara festival was celebrated under the king's patronage. Now let us learn about the economic status of the Vijayanagara period. Agriculture was the main occupation of the people. Rice, maize, sugarcane and cotton were the major crops grown during Vijayanagara period. Kings of Vijayanagara encouraged agriculture through building tanks and wells. They had trade links with other countries. They exported many things, many goods. What are they? Rice, cotton, clothes, iron, diamonds, sugar, musk sandal and spices were exported to other countries. Not only that, they imported some goods. They were horse, silk clothes and mukmal clothes. Mukmal clothes like velvet cloth. Not only that, cloth weaving was the important industry. Batkal, Honnavar, Mangaluru were the important ports. Literature. Sanskrit, Telugu and Kannada literature developed during the reign of Vijayanagaras. Some of the important literary works composed during Vijayanagara period are Ganga Devi's Madhura Vijayam, Prouda Devaraya's Shuddhanidhi, Krishna Devaraya's Jambavati Kalyana, Madhava Sacharitam and Rasamanjari. Kumara Vyasa's Gadugina Bharata, Ratnakara Varni's Bharatesha Vaibhava are some of the important literary works composed during Vijayanagara period. There were 8 famous scholars in the court of Krishna Devaraya and they were called as Ashtadigajas. Some of them are Alasani Peddanna, Nandi Timmanna, Srinatha, Pingali Suranna, Tenali Ramakrishna and others. Religious harmony. Kings of Vijayanagara kingdom were great followers of religious tolerance. They built a mosque in their capital. The Shravanabelagola inscription of 1368 CE tells us that Bukkaraya solved differences of opinions between Jains and Vaishnavas. There was misunderstanding between Jains and Vaishnavas and it was solved by Bukkaraya. Barbosa, foreign ambassador who visited Vijayanagara period during the reign of Krishna Devaraya, said that any Christian, Jew, Muslim, Hindu or person of any religion can live happily in Vijayanagara kingdom because these kings respect all. So this shows us that Vijayanagara kings were great followers of religious tolerance. Now let us learn about art and sculpture. Great historian Percy Brown, on observing the temples, monuments, sculptural statues, stated that art and sculpture of Vijayanagara was the evolutionary form of Dravidian style. The art and sculpture of Vijayanagara period was the evolutionary form of Dravidian style, means from there Dravidian style came into existence. The temples of that period were built with strong granite stones. Some of the important temples are Kalyana Mantapa of Virupaksha temple in Hampi, Hazara Ramaswamy temple, Vitala Swami temple, Krishna Swami temple, Kamal Mahal, and Sringeri's Vidyashankar temple. These famous temples were built during Vijayanagara period. Very spacious enclosures, high towers, very wide marriage halls, meeting halls, spring pavilions were the features of temples of Vijayanagara period. Kalahasti, Srishaila, Tirupati, Chidambaram, Srirangam, Kumbakonam, Kanchi, and in other places art and sculpture of Vijayanagara can be found. Stone chariot of Hampi, idols of Narasimha and idols of Ganapati illustrate the monolith stone sculpture of the Vijayanagara Rhine. What do you mean by monolith stone sculpture? Monolith stone sculpture means they are carved out of a single stone. Dakshinadi music, which is introduced now as Carnatic music, had reached even common people. Then Purandaradasa and Kanakadasa contributed a lot to this field. Thank you, children.